Alright guys, I'm just going to do the laning phase on an Invoker and 2 to 3k MMR. A lot of people ask in the pro matches and whatnot for people to play
10
Invoker,
seconds
pro
remaining.
streamers. Obviously it's all different MMRs, but this is just focusing on the lower MMR group.
10 seconds remaining. 5
You'll see in a
seconds
second who I'm versing. It'll be in the title, but I'm versing in Midlane the Shadow Fiend. So obviously I got to pick my starting items.
Prepare for battle.
So obviously Shadow Fiend's going to be high base damage, real good at last hitting. So I've done my standard build, Mantle of Intelligence, 2 circlets, a Tango for a bit of sustain, and the Iron Branch. So obviously this with the 3 Exort gives me 57 damage, 51 base, 6 extra.
30 seconds to battle.
I'll just skip through this until we get to the laning phase.
The battle begins.
The first blood here, which is good, always helpful on the Shadow Fiend. Fortunately, I didn't land the Sunstrike on it. Alright, so now the laning phase.
I need this one too.
So the biggest thing is obviously pull your aggro upstairs if you can. Anything to reduce his chance of getting your last hits. Also, Shadow Fiend's a bit like Invoker, levels do matter. Invoker's obviously very level dependent more than gear dependent, I find. So yeah, just trying to deny as much as possible because I know he's going to go for the last hits just for his passive.
Sorry,
Still going deny. It's 5 for 5. He'll start scaling after level 2, so he's going to start getting better at last hitting. So try to set the pace with that first wave with Invoker, and then yeah, go from there. I've obviously upgraded to the Null Talisman, and I've got my quick slots ready to go. I've got the Wind Lace just because it's a cheaper version. Obviously it's not as good as Boots, but it still gives me that little bit more run speed out of his actual spells. Still prioritizing last hits and denies. He's trying to harass a bit. Pulling my creeps underneath the tower where I can't get harassed by him. That's another big thing. I find Invoker at this rank, at this level, you're better off being a lot more passive. Especially going into a heavy hitter like Shadow Fiend. Alright, so every time I see, hang on, I'll pause that and I'll go back. Alright, so as you can see on the map here, they're pushed right in. If you're looking for Sunstrike advice, if you see like 4 heroes right next to each other, just have a look. It's very rarely that all 4 heroes are going to be close to each other like that and not be fighting. But you'll see how they're on top of each other now. That is an indication for me to quickly check there. And sure enough, there's a Sunstrike ready.
Trick shot.
Shadow Fiend's here, harassing me again. Around this time I think I overextended, so see this is what I mean. I should have been underneath the tower playing passive. And obviously now he's going to be in front of CS and level. Another thing with Invoker, if you die once in mid, don't freak out. If your supports don't come help, get the power runes, whatnot, just remain calm. Like I said, levels. Try not to die is the biggest thing. And yeah, just back to CS and there was no kill opportunities when I TP'd, checked prior to TPing. And then yeah, just back to last hitting. Looking for those Sunstrikes just to boost my net worth up. I'll have a look at the net worth in a sec, so yeah, he's in front, 100 gold, not a big deal, especially against the Shadow Fiend. Again, see I'm outlasting him. I'm using the Alacrity. So obviously like his base, so mine's 68-18. His is 64-22. So once I pop that Alacrity, I've got an extra 22 damage on him. So that's how I'm staying in front of CS. Normally you don't see many people go Quas-Exort. But against someone that's going to hard out CS you, I suggest it. Even if Alacrity gets you 1 or 2 CS per lane, like it's better than nothing. And again, looking for the kills, see them on top of each other. Dang. My team's not actually telling me about these Sunstrikes. A big misconception is a lot of Invokers at low level rely on their team to go Sunstrike, Sunstrike, Sunstrike. Just have the map awareness to have a look. Like this is like obviously we just Sunstrike that one, but me seeing this on top of a friendly, this is when I'd click to have a look. In other words, don't rely on, because 2 to 3k MMR, there might be one other person talking. And with those couple sun strikes, you can see now I'm ahead 100, which is a massive thing against the Shadow Fiend. Normally, like, he should be out CSing me by 500 to 1,000. So again, pulling him underneath the tower. Trying to prioritize those range creeps again, looking, see him chasing, go for another Sunstrike. Your Sunstrike placement, you'll get better at as you do it more and more. But the biggest one's map awareness. Don't rely on other people to set up Sunstrikes for you. I've had it before in the first 10 minutes. I've gone 9-0 on Sunstrikes. So. Looking for a Sunstrike, seeing CPing, not worth it. Morphling, not enough damage. The other thing with Sunstrikes as well, prioritize like the supports that are going to be on low health. Like this does 325 damage. If you look at Witch Doctor, he's 800 health. So like just below half health, I know I can finish him off. Again, pulling under tower, staying out of Shadow Fiend's range. He's not gonna dive me because he knows another Sunstrike. He's not gonna dive me because he's afraid that I've got Cold Snap. He doesn't know that I don't have Cold Snap or I've got very little, but he's afraid of that. So. And again, just CSing.
Radiant's middle tower
we're still on par. We're both about 4k at 9 minutes. You want to be at least 3.5 to 4k at 10 minutes. If 3k can get away with any lower than that, you're going to really struggle. I'll touch back on the items as well. So I bought a bracer just for a bit of HP regen extra and a bit of survivability against Shadow Fiend, and obviously spells are hard hitting, so I've got those range drops. So I suggest if you got a spellcaster in your lane that's going to harass you with spells, or you need survivability, get these range drops. A lot of people don't, but go for them. The other big thing is people will be like, oh, aren't you rotating at 10 minutes, right? Every single kill has been like around here, or my team's been handling it. The ones where they've chased, it's always like down here. Like by the time I TP, run down, Invoker's run speed, your spells aren't like maxed out, you're going to have a hard time getting to the fight before it's over.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You can see here, I'm still on par with CS with him pretty much. And the other thing is like, so let's see what. So he doesn't really have a hell of a lot. I'm not sure what his first item was, I can't remember. But I'm going straight into a Midas. So if I'm on par and I get a Midas, I'm going to start surpassing him pretty quickly. So there's my Midas 10-minute mark. A little bit late just because I had the bracer and the range drops, but no stress. Just farming the neutrals. Looking for the Sunstrikes again. Lines come to help support, which is good. It's good that he hasn't stayed in lane to leech XP as well. Alright, so something's going on bottom. TPing in, but this is a prime example of like, so now I've TP'd in, what can I do? There's not much of that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Obviously I missed a few spells in, I misclicked my ice wall from a cold snap.
Radiant's top
But
tower
at the end of the
is
day,
under
they're
attack.
tanky heroes, like, there's not a hell of a lot I can do right now. So I'm just staying nearby because obviously they're pushing this. I'm just going to see if there is a play. If they dive the tower, then that's my
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower
Lifestealer's
is
getting
under
his farm.
attack.
I think I've just ignored it and let him get it.
Radiant's
Get ahead a
bottom
little
tower
bit. I've
is
got a
under
Midas
attack.
anyway, so get the primary creep. Get a few. Try to stack the camps when you can, especially with a Alacrity build. Like, you'll burn through the camps pretty quick. So this whole time I'm doing this, I'm still paying attention to this minimap. Like I know there's one there, I know there's one there. I'm assuming there's going to be a big push here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I see this guy has a shield rune, so I know I'm not going to kill him. I'm just kind of pushing him out of the way, really. Good ward by Lion. See that push down bottom, so like I said, I knew that was happening, but I had to defend mid.
Dire's bottom tower.
Alright, now I
is
can see
under
they're
attack.
under the tower, so now this is the time to TP in. And there we go. Nice
Dire's
combo.
middle tower is
Hold
under
snap
attack.
that, finish it
Radiant's
off,
top
check
tower
lever,
is under attack.
and then just jump on Lion. Biggest thing with Invoker is patience. Patience with spellcasting, patience with your laning phase, especially this patch. And so like, I'm out of mana, I'm out of spells, so during this match, I'm constantly telling them, like, cooldowns mana, like, because it's a lot different to other mids, where people can just see your ultimate, like, so like Queen for example, people can see when your ultimate's up. Invoker, your ultimate's like, virtually always up, so no one knows what your cooldowns are. So just be very vocal with your cooldowns.
Radiant's
If people
bottom
go in
tower
when
is
your
under
cooldowns are
attack.
like on cooldown, then that's on them. Just don't follow in and die when you can't do anything. We've got an Atos just to help set up. We don't So we've got Lion for grab, slow, a little bit of slow, and nothing. So like we've got virtually no grabs. So that's why I've gone to Atos especially. Obviously set the Sunstrike up. I think I missed this one because they get the kill first, but that's fine. And just using that Midas on the range creeps or the catapults if you're going to use it in lane, just make sure you use it in lane. Just come down here to protect Lion, just on the disarm, I'm not going to get a kill, so I'm not going to drop everything. And plus
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
so I'm telling him I'm out of mana, he's still deciding to stay down there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower. Radiant's top tower
Everything's
is under
slowly
attack.
pulling away on net worth.
Dire's bottom
Just 'cause he's got the
tower is
AoE
under
capabilities
Radiant's
and
middle
obviously
tower
I've been
is under
trying to
attack.
help my team survive as much as possible. Just go to back
Radiant's
them
top
up.
tower is
They
under
run
attack.
away, Weaver still goes in, telling him not to, still goes in, this happens, and luckily he gets out. So here I got pretty lucky, but I've obviously got a combo off, didn't quite die, so that's good. Gone straight into Ghost Walk for the next setup, waiting for a pick, I know that guy's gonna die. I'm getting my spells ready with the Rod of Atos, waiting for the Sunstrike to be off cooldown. Unfortunately, they backed by the time it was, otherwise I probably would have went for that kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, and then just back to farm. This is the biggest thing with core, is know when to farm. I have heard, like, try not to focus on neutrals, try to be chasing kills, but if your team's got no grabs and you're the only one, like, capable, and you're waiting for your cooldowns, then be farming neutrals if you can't farm away. Alacrity and the Forge Spirits I only use for either vision, pushing a lane, or just farming neutrals. It makes farming neutrals a lot faster. I've gone 4 Quas too to get the 2 Forge Spirits to help with the farm. I'm going back here, meter, straight up, get this farm. Probably only doing about another 5 minutes of gameplay, but yeah. So like now I'm pretty much staying on par with Shadow Fiend, considering he's got those few kills, which is a massive thing for an Invoker. They're going there, Atos has saved me, and now they're going again to another combo. Unfortunately the Pudge was sticking around, I was picking him, but there's not much we can do without many stuns. So obviously Shadow Fiend survived, he's dead, but you see he's jumped up a little bit on gold.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
The biggest thing I'm saving my Tornado for at the moment is the Witch Doctor.
Radiant's middle tower has
Like,
fallen.
I know PL can sort out Shadow Fiend, can probably sort out Pudge. Morphling he can probably sort out, but the Witch Doctor ulti is the one that's going to take him off us. So.
Radiant are scanning.
Just save my Tornado for that if I can.
The pattern rewoven.
Witch Doctor doesn't have anything, or the CS to have a BKB or anything like that. So. But he will be the one that will like wreck our team if we get caught. It's just all patience. Send through this, get a bit of farm with the meteor and whatnot. I think next I'm building an Octarine, I can't quite recall. Oh yeah, travel boots, yeah. So that's just to get to the team fights and farm quicker. Obviously push the other lanes now that I've got the 2 forward spirits. I can't see if I do it in this game, but I obviously send the forward spirits down the lane sometimes just to help push while we're in a different lane. That helps a lot as well. Gone Ghost, this is part of my guide. I've gone Ghost Walk to get the mana regen as well. So like, I'm not actually planning to go anywhere here. Like, I'm just rotating farm, maybe looking for a kill, but the Ghost Walk's more to restore your mana.
Dire are scanning.
So as you can see here, I'm still only 200 net worth behind Shadow Fiend, if not on par. And he's a faster builder on my. We'll go back here. So I seen this Pudge come out of smoke, and straight away I tornado. So I know he's going for the hook. We've done the whole combo, probably didn't need to. They've gone for the Sunstrike and an EMP from down here, so they can't get me. They've also gone for the disarm. Unfortunately,
Radiant's
our
bottom
lifesteal just
tower
couldn't do
is
enough
under
damage,
attack.
and like obviously we're separated.
Radiant's top tower
I've
is under
seen
attack.
PLs doing a push. I didn't know if they had their TPs, so straight away done
Radiant's
2
top
forward
tower
spirits and
has
I've backed with PL. So I've got the tower. That's where the travel boots come in handy. Those forward spirits, if you just throw an alacrity on one, they'll drop towers pretty quick.
I love these things.
I hate these creeps, they always stun me. Again, staying within 1,000 now. Obviously got a meet us about to pop, so I'll be back up near him. As you can see as well, like, this is typical 2 to 3k, right? So we've got 3 observers and 6 sentries in the shop. We have no vision. I don't know how much vision they have, but I don't want to go over there even in ghost form at the moment. So all I'm doing is just trying to maintain my farm and my levels. I'm just trying to get levels. I'm waiting for the team fights. I'm being impatient. Really, our front line is going to be Lifestealer, or PL can probably front line as well, depending if he gets it off. So I've gone the clip, because you'll see that I've got my shard now, so obviously I can drain, 775 mana. So Morphling has 800 mana. So that's just going to obliterate his phase shift. He, 900 mana. It's going to obliterate him casting any spells. Chaos Knight, 700 mana. Pudge, 800 mana. Witch Doctor, 700 mana. So what does mine do at the moment? It does... It's 2 from max. Let's have a look. So it's 550 or 625. I can't remember. But that's like 60-70% of all their heroes' mana. If I get a Glip and an EMP together.
Dire are scanning.
So in other words, their team fight is out. See the Chaos Knight, go to set up, just harassing. Down to haste, but unfortunately I got. So that was my bad. I even said that was my bad to the team. And of course you see the Witch Doctor ulti. That's good. So this is the biggest thing of like, if I die with the crowd control I have against that team, it's a big downfall, right? Especially against the Morphling. Like you can see Morphling's mana there, like it has drain, but it's not enough. We'll see how the rest of the match goes. We're almost done anyway, so I might as well just zoom through the rest of the match.
A golden thread.
What? Now?
Hells yes.
Alright, we're going for Torn. People are actually talking, so that's good. I just want to delete this as quick as possible and just heal up. Go back to Ghost Walk for heals and mana, and then we've got another team fight. So you'll see, we'll go back. So we're going for this initiation, right? I could have initiated that with Tornado, but I know there's going to be a Witch Doctor somewhere. Sure enough, there he is. And wait. And here comes the ulti. Bang, Tornado. And the EMP. Look, no mana. He had a BKB, so it's a bit different. Cold Snap the Chaos Knight, Sunshine. Going for a bit of a chase here. I'll use the Ice Wall. Didn't quite get it. Glipney fucking morphing right there. So it's all crowd control. Like, it's the biggest thing I can find with Invoker in this patch is crowd control with Mind Up Tornadoes. Especially in low mana team. Like,
Radiant's
it
top
just
tower
eliminates
is under
their
attack.
teamfight capabilities.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's
And like Shadow
top
Fiend,
tower
like
is under attack.
now he's a little bit higher in CS, but he still can't do
Radiant
anything.
structures
Like,
are
there's nothing he can do.
fortified.
He's not like 10k above us or anything like that. So I'm just sitting in the back
Radiant's
line,
top
just waiting.
tower is fallen.
I obviously got no mana, so I'll ping that, and I'll use the Force Spirit
Radiant's
just to
top
get around. I'm
barracks
just
are
waiting
Radiant's
for
top
that.
barracks has fallen.
See them come in, as soon as I get
Dire's
mana,
bottom
EMP,
tower is
then
under
500
attack.
mana. Now,
Radiant's top barracks
now
has
it's pretty
fallen.
much GG.
Radiant's
Pretty
middle
much.
tower is under attack.
But like that, this Shadow
Dire's
Fiend,
bottom
like,
tower
there,
is under
there's
attack.
nothing he can do.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Like, he's got BKB, Yule, and Blink Dash. He's got all that stuff just to counter me.
Radiant's middle tower
He's
has
got no
fallen.
rock. He's just trying to counter my
Radiant's
spells.
middle barracks are under attack.
Again, like, I've got no mana. Just targeting
Radiant's
racks
middle
and telling
barracks
everyone to
is
get back to
fallen.
mana. So the whole time of this game, just communicating with everybody, mana, cooldowns, mana, cooldowns. And like I said, if they choose not to listen, sometimes you just get that in the 2 to 3k, you have a support that's trying to core. Anything like that, it does happen, you do get breached. I don't want to show this game because it's kind of pretty even, really, even though we're 16k net worth ahead now because we've got the 2 racks.
Radiant's
But,
bottom
like,
tower is under attack.
I'm not 20-0, like. So it's a pretty
Radiant's
good
bottom
example of a
tower
hard
has
lineup
fallen.
against a hard hitting CS of like Shadow Fiend. Sorry about the mic static there. Yeah, for Roche, I'm communicating with his PL. I've said to him alacrity, and I've literally said I'm just going to stay outside for a little bit and just see what's going on. I think I did mention that Roche was only 20 seconds away as well, but it's all good. Let's go with Vision again. And every time we do Roche as an Invoker, I try Alacrity my carry on my pos 1. And just sit on the outskirts ready for a combo. We've obviously got Vision here, and I can see them down here, so it's a little bit different.
Radiant Roshan has fallen to the dark.
You still got to think, like, if that Witch Doctor, he's about to get Ags. If he gets Ags and has a 1 good ult, they can almost turn this game. That's the weirdest thing I've found with the patches these days, is a 17k gold lead in 2 to 3k MMR can easily be turned. It's like this rank, like, how do you call it? Like, they don't know how to finish, if that makes sense. So, like, people just run down mid for, like, over an hour. Like, this week I've had 4 hour and 20-minute games. Purely because of that reason. Like, the enemy team will be in front of 15k and we'll just be defending against 1 rack.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So again, just saving my cooldown for our opportunity.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
That's so dumb.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
And I guess to summarize this, like, so obviously we've won, but like when I'm sunstriking, which lane do I go for? Do I go for the bottom lane, where if we go back, so top lane's a CK and a Witch Doctor. However, it's my PL. Bottom lane, is the Morphling, which I can't Sunstrike, and a Pudge, which is too tanky. Like, I'm never going to be able to Sunstrike either one of them. So obviously the squishiest one is Witch Doctor, and I want my PL to succeed this match. So when I'm looking for Sunstrikes, majority of the time it's going to be up here. If there's squishy heroes on both lanes, then just go for whichever's the best opportunity. But yeah, I hope this helps with your sorry, I hope this helps with your Invoker to Shadow Fiend set up and fights. Cheers.